The Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com, and I was Loy Machedo. What's the date today? Date is 16 January 2016. Time right now is 8:33 in the evening. Now, I just wanted to share with you my experience with the Wadi Adventure Run. Well, that is War 11. This is the second race that I've actually done, and just wanted to share my experience with you. Me and my training partner Alain, we were scheduled to run at 9:30. We had taken part for the 10 kilometers. She took part for the 10 kilometer A. I took part for the 10 kilometer B category. B category is above average. A category is like advanced fitness. So, the first thing what you need to know is obviously you need to have a good meal in the night, especially more of carbs, because tomorrow, the following day, you need the energy. And for me, at least, I get up at around 5 o'clock and make sure that I have a proper breakfast so that my energy levels are high. Because you need to understand that you need at least a 3-hour window before, at least 4 hours before you actually have something physical. So the race was 9:30, so I made sure I got up at 5, had a nice breakfast, and then it's also recommended that you go to the venue a lot more earlier. So in my case, I went to the venue at around, say, 7 o'clock. It's always good to reach early because what happens is, there's always a confusion where to register, what to do. You'll also not get lockers if you're not very careful. And then the most important thing is answering nature's call, because at least in my case, I go to the toilet 2-3 times, not once. And then, it just, it always gives you peace of mind to know that you're at the venue and, everything is sorted out. So then once that is over, once the registration, everything else is done, you just warm yourself up. Ow, why are you biting me, you moron? Okay, you, look at it. What's wrong with you? Okay, so you keep yourself ready. And it's very important that you control your nervousness and adrenaline rush, because there's a tendency for you to explode, and just make sure that you run all the way very fast. So, just to share with you, these were the obstacles I faced. Which are they? Where are they? Wait, let me just... Okay, the obstacles that I faced, the first one this time was every time they try to change it. This time, after, let's say, 100 or 200 meters, there was these tires, rubber tires, 2 or 3 stacked together. So obviously you jump over them. And it's not just 1 or 2, there were like 5, 6, 7 or 10, 20 of them. So after you run, and you can check my video. I've also put another video on YouTube on, Wadi Adventure. You can just type Wadi Adventure Race, 11, Loy Machedo. So first was the tire run. After that, they had a diversion whereby we went and we had the tire stepping. Then we went into this area where first you had to take a heavy sack, which was almost 20 kilos on your shoulder. And that takes a lot of balance. And I think nearly for a kilometer we went with that. It was tiring. And once, I think half a kilometer, and after that we had to drag and pull a tire for another half a kilometer. Then after that we had to run through a forest. Then you had to run through really soft grass, and that really tires you. And when we were asked to pick up that heavy sack on the bag and on the back, we had to go up and down ropes. We had obstacles there, so that really tires your arms, that tires your legs, tires your whole body. It's not that easy. And then once you get rid of the tire, then you have a mud pit. Mud pit is filled with water and it's cold, and you if you're not careful, you can slip in that. Once that part is over, you go through a hole in a wall. After that comes another tiring. Hole in the wall is very simple. It's just cut out through the barbed wire. Then the barbed wire crawling is really tiring. I still have to develop the skill how to crawl through it properly. I was a bit lazy. I kept lifting my rear end high, so I had to go slowly. Then you have to. There was climbing the net. It's not actually climbing a net. It's like more like this, like a goal post. You have these ropes where you climb it up. The giant ladder was kind of risky because you have to be careful with your footing. This time I was a little careful not to make sure that I fall down, especially when you climb on the top. For me, I sit, so it's like it can hit your balls if you're not careful. so be careful there. The disco tubes, there are 3 tubes which are really long, so you choose which tube you want to go through. 3 different types of music, funky, house, whatever. Then there is a valley run. The valley run can also be tiring sometimes, I'll tell you. Log ups, I don't know what is log ups, I totally forgot. But yeah, there is one which is kind of challenging, and this time we didn't go with the way we were against the current of the waves, so that was really tough. I mean, the water was really forceful, so that really tired my legs. And I saw one guy, he slipped and he really got pushed with the water, you know, so it's really slippery. You need to be careful there. Then there's extreme cage crawl. I didn't find that very extreme because I was just able to float through, so just be careful there. Raft leaps, you got to be a little careful because the rafts are pretty wobbly, and in the end you need to jump in the water. So there I nearly drowned, I think, because I kept trying to, you know, land my feet down. But and remember this, you're wearing shoes and socks, so your feet are heavy, so it takes a little bit of effort to swim. Then pool jumps. Well, this was another one. I like to jump from right at the top, you know, kind of adventure junkie. But because I jumped, and then when I tried to come up and I put my glasses, I drank water, so that really choked me. I was kind of worried there. So be careful. And it's, even though it doesn't look like a very long, it doesn't look like a long swim, it is pretty long. Ow! You idiot! Why are you biting me? So it's pretty long and lengthy, you know. Monkey bars, as usual, very tough because I'm a heavy guy. My arms are really tired, and I just managed to climb 4 or 5, and then I, you know, fell in the water. But one thing which is recommended, wear gloves. It's very important to wear gloves. The container climb, there is a rope on a container. I made the mistake the last time of climbing from the center. You need to climb from the side, and just make sure that you put your foot inside the net, others it can slip, and you can always ask for help from someone. Then there is a 45-degree wall climb. Just be careful not to lose your balance or slip. Inside the container, you got to go through, and there is, you know, a mountain you got to climb up, and then you got to climb down. So just, you know, it takes a lot of effort there. And yes, I also forgot to tell you, in the beginning there were these pits where you got to jump in and come out, jump in and come out. So that really tires you. Rope swing, pretty easy. I didn't find a problem there. Parallel bars, goodness, that was tough because, you know, you have to hold your balance up so you don't fall. So you can really get injured if you're not careful. And it's pretty dug deep, you know, so be careful there. Chain ramp, not a problem. You just need to move to the side. Obviously, only problem is if you get an idiot who starts, you know, bouncing the whole rope, then the whole problem starts. 3 wall jumps, that takes a little bit of effort. So I had to hold my breath and then jump. Uphill scramble was tough because I was tired there. Chill out lounge, I hate that. It's ice cold, freaking ice cold water, and when you jump, you get a shiver. And I was completely like shocked out of my wits. Quarter pipe, no big deal there. High knees, tiring. Yes, there are 2 obstacles which are really tough. One is a high wall which is inclined, so obviously you need to use your strength to pull up the chain when you go up, so your body's tired, so you need to use a little bit of force. I managed to get up there. And the final one, the last one, where you just have to jump above a wall, that one I still take help. So, but yeah, there are people to help you, and that's a very, very tough obstacle to jump over. Overall, I would highly recommend anyone and everyone to try the Wadi Adventure Race. It really pushes your limits. It really tests you. Your whole body gets tired. Your arms are paining. Your legs are paining. Your whole body's sore. But this kind of pushes you to be a better athlete and tests your will and your ability to run a race. I would say it's a great experience, and it's fun. Just do it for fun, if nothing else. And it's really enjoyable. So, Loy from LoyMachedo.com endorsing Wadi Adventure Race. I would say next time you get a chance, take it. I don't know if I'd be ambitious to try the 15-kilometer one, but I don't think I would mind trying it anyway. Loy from LoyMachedo.com, signing off for now.